You've done everything right, haven't you? You've built a life, a career, maybe a family. You got the job title, the reputation, the whole thing. So why does it all feel so heavy sometimes? Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful idea that might just explain that weight you're carrying around. All right, let's get into it.
Does this sound familiar at all? That feeling when you wake up in the morning and before your feet even touch the floor, it's like you're already carrying the weight of the day, the weight of your own life. It's this deep exhaustion that a good night's sleep just can't seem to fix. If you feel this, you are definitely not alone. But here's the twist, and it's a pretty big one. What if the problem isn't that you haven't found yourself? What if it's that you've found too much of yourself? What if the very self you've worked so hard to build is actually the thing weighing you down? Let me tell you a little story that just illustrates this perfectly. We're going to explore this whole idea through a really simple but honestly profound metaphor. The story of the man covered in stickers. It's a way of looking at who we are that might just change everything for you. So I want you to imagine this guy. Let's call him John. When he first came into the world, he was just pure potential. No labels, no expectations, no baggage. He was just there. A totally blank canvas, completely and utterly free. But then, life starts happening. His parents put a little sticker on him that says, "Good boy," and he likes that one. Then he goes to school and they add another, "Smart student." Society chimes in with accountant, husband, homeowner, and father. Each one is a brand new sticker, another little definition slapped onto him by the outside world. Okay, let's fast forward. By the time John hits 40, he is literally covered in thousands of these things. We're talking layers upon layers, so thick he can't even see his own skin anymore. He has become his collection of stickers. And here's the real problem. After a while, that glue starts to harden. The labels get stiff and they get heavy. That successful manager sticker is so rigid, it actually makes it hard for him to take a deep breath. The divorce sticker kind of scratches his arm. He's walking around in this suit of armor made of paper, and frankly, it hurts. And this creates this deep, constant fear in the back of his mind. He's always thinking, what if a strong wind blows one of these off? What happens then? If I lose that manager sticker, who am I? If the husband sticker is gone, do I even exist anymore? His entire identity is tied up in these pieces of paper. But then something shifts. He reaches this turning point in his story, and we could call it an unsticking of the soul. So John meets this monk, and the monk does something completely radical. He doesn't offer him a shiny new sticker like enlightened or spiritual seeker to add to the pile. Nope. Instead, he just starts peeling the old ones off. At first, John is terrified. It's painful, and he screams, "Stop, that's my identity, that's who I am." He's fighting to protect the very things that are causing him all this pain, because he truly believes they are him. But as the monk keeps peeling, manager, father, even the sticker with his name, John, on it, something totally unexpected starts to happen. He feels this strange sensation. He feels lighter. For the first time in decades, he feels a cool breeze on his actual skin. And in that moment, he finally gets the great cosmic joke. He was never the collection of labels. He wasn't the titles or the roles or the reputation he'd built. He was the pure, conscious space underneath it all, the one who had been there from the very beginning. Now, this isn't just a cute story. It's actually a beautiful metaphor for a really powerful philosophical concept from Buddhism. It's called Anatta, which basically translates to the freedom of no self. Anatta doesn't mean you stop existing. Not at all. It just means you are not the temporary, constantly changing labels that you wear. You're not your job title, you're not your relationship status, you are not your political opinion. You are the fundamental awareness that is experiencing all of those things. So think back to that 50-pound backpack, that feeling of heaviness. That's the feeling of the exhausting 24/7 job of protecting all your stickers, defending your image, arguing for your opinions, trying to maintain your success. It's a constant battle just to keep that paper armor from falling apart. But the moment you have that same realization that John had, the moment you identify with the awareness instead of the labels, the fight just stops. The weight disappears. You can lose your job and it's just a sticker falling off. You are still whole underneath it all. So this all leaves us with one final, really vital question. And this is the takeaway I want you to sit with long after you're done listening to this. Ask yourself this and be really honest. If everything you use to define yourself was just stripped away tomorrow, your job, your money, your reputation, all of it,
Who is that silent presence that would be left simply watching it all happen? That right there, that just might be the you've been looking for all along.